Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library. Yoshi! Oh hey, I totally know that guy. In 1990, with the release of Super Mario World, we were introduced to the lovely green dinosaur who would go on to become a gaming icon himself, Yoshi. Although Yoshi has spent most of his career carrying others on his back, that's why we love him, and he's gone on to appear in pretty much every Mario game, spin-off, and piece of merchandise. Plus, he starred in plenty of games over the years, from the more recent fabric-based games to the absolutely excellent original starring role for him, Yoshi's Island. And let's not forget Yoshi's biggest claim to fame by far, the fact that he's my main in Mario Kart. I don't know, his head just seems more aerodynamic than anyone else. Today's game, just titled Yoshi, is in fact his first starring role. But here's something that some people might not be aware of. Yoshi's first games weren't platformers, but puzzle games. Before he was escorting baby Mario and throwing eggs, Yoshi first appeared in this game, and then the follow-up a year later, Yoshi's Cookie. I actually owned both as a kid. They aren't my favorites, but they are nice nostalgic puzzle comfort zones, which is a zone I'm always down to revisit. And here's another fun fact, this game was the first ever collaboration between Nintendo and Game Freak, the developers of Pokemon. And since I'm currently in the process of getting engaged to Pokemon Legends Arceus, I'm definitely feeling a little extra charitable towards the company. The box art is just a lovely cartoony image, the kind that Nintendo has always been so great at. Just look at how adorable Yoshi is, with his chubby cheeks and his tiny arms. By the way, any game that describes itself as pure puzzle panic automatically earns a 10 out of 10 in my book. So, what does everyone's favorite dinosaur have for us? Let's get cracking on Yoshi. Yay! Yes, that's just how the game starts. Yoshi! Oh, look at him. And look at, that baby Yoshi who is very clearly not happy to be here. Let's do this. So, it is very much a Tetris-style game, or Dr. Mario, or I guess really any puzzle game on the Game Boy. Where you choose your game type, you choose your level, and your speed. Let's just start with level 1. And we have music. Let's go. Here is how the game works. You have to match up the icons as they fall. That's it. It's pretty simple. And then you have these eggs. Let's say you get a bunch of stuff in between the eggs. By the way, they do not go sideways. Learned that the hard way. Okay, we'll put you here. Why did I do that? Oh god, everything's terrible. No, I need to demonstrate the eggs. I needed to demonstrate the eggs, but it all went wrong. Alright, let's try that again. I will demonstrate. Damn it, of course, there's the top of the egg. Basically, you get a bonus if you put a bunch of stuff inside of an egg. It's about as basic a puzzle game as you can get, but that's, I mean, kind of the appeal. Alright, now we have an egg. We're gonna put a blooper in there. Oh, perfect. And then... Yay! And now we have one Yoshi, which... Wait, what does that do? Oh god, I'm having an existential crisis. What does the number of Yoshis do? Is that just adding to my score? I don't actually remember. So the funny thing is that I did play this game, I did own it, but I didn't play it nearly as much as I played Yoshi's Cookie, which was a lot of fun. A game I really enjoyed. Alright, let's get a big egg going. There we go. Oh, right, I guess the size of the egg or how much you put inside it doesn't really matter, does it? I'm starting to remember that this game doesn't have a whole lot of variety. Look at Mario down there. Just the tiny eyes. Just, I don't know what to make of them. It's making me feel things that I shouldn't. Okay, so we've seen the basics of the game, so let's check out Mode B. Will this work? Uh-oh. Hang on. Before we check out Mode B, we'll die. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I guess the eggs are just for... Hang on. Let me double check, just to see if the eggs are simply for high score. Yep, it is just for high score. Let's check out Mode B, Level 2, speed that, and change it to this music. Mode B is one of those, can you clear the screen? Now the problem with this mode is that because it's entirely random, it's it's just all dependent on what drops. It's not like Tetris where you can make anything work. In this game, you can't really make everything work. You're kind of just left at the mercy of what the game decides to give you, you know? Alright, so let's put you in the egg. And we're gonna clear out that. Oh, it has wings! We got a winged Yoshi. How lovely is that? Can we clear the screen? The answer may surprise you. It doesn't appear to be that I can. Like, in order to clear the screen, you need to have just the right stuff drop. And unfortunately, they don't always. I think that's one of the reasons I didn't get as into this game as other puzzle games. It's a little too dependent on randomness. And not as dependent on you dealing with the randomness, if that makes sense. Again, compare it to Tetris. Tetris, yeah, it could throw one of 6 different blocks at you. But you could always find something to do with the blocks. In this game, there's just a couple icons, and because there's only 4 places to put them, you're a lot more limited in what you can do, and that kind of makes the game not as fun. This game is no Tetris, it's no Dr. Mario, it's no... Well, dexterity is kind of my own thing, but I love it. And also... the music's not very good. It's fine, but it's very... I don't know, forgettable? And forgettable is the worst kind of music to have on the Game Boy. Alright, what happens if you have an empty egg? Oh, you get a baby Yoshi. Hello, I would like 1 small Yoshi, please. Oh god, we've gone nowhere. You know, I know I've sounded more negative than positive about this game, but it's still enjoyable. It's got that Game Boy puzzle charm. Just a short little snacky game that you can pick up, play a couple rounds, and put down. There's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't do as much to engage as other puzzle games. And, like I said, the sequel, well, spiritual sequel? Don't even know if that's true. The next Yoshi game, Yoshi's Cookie, I just think is better. Uh-oh. For a variety of reasons. The main one being I'm better at it than this one. It wasn't a bad game, but I get why Yoshi switched to throwing eggs. I said it was a nice nostalgic comfort zone of a game, and I stand by that. However, I should clarify that that doesn't necessarily make it a great game. In fact, while this game is still alright, it has not aged well. And I'd say it's one of the more forgettable big-name puzzle games on the Game Boy. The core gameplay loop is totally fine, mixing thoughtful gameplay and twitch reflexes together as you had to handle the ever-increasing speed of the icons. And most importantly, it had that satisfaction of clearing the screen that makes a good small-scale puzzle game. Plus, it had the egg mechanic adding a nice dangling carrot for players to go after, which complicates gameplay a tad. The game overall does everything you need to be an alright puzzle game. But that's kind of the problem. It does everything you need, but that's pretty much where it stops. There's only 2 modes of gameplay, and the only difference there is how many lines of icons you start with. There's not a whole lot of gameplay evolution, and unlike Tetris and Dr. Mario, the 2 exemplars of Game Boy puzzle games, you have significantly less freedom in this game, given you're only working with 4 lines. With such a lack of gameplay modes and variety, plus pretty forgettable music, it's one of those games that doesn't really hold up that well. And in fact, I remember that it wasn't that well received when it was first released. It's certainly not an awful game, and in fact is still kind of fun, but it does not have the depth and variety that so many other puzzle games have. Give this one a shot, but don't be surprised if you very quickly move on. And for the record, pure puzzle panic, this game is pure puzzle perturbation at best. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to like the video, comment, and subscribe to follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm Brian J, and I'll see you next time.